Hi, and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive, manifesting-based tarot reader. I'm a certified Reiki healer and an overall lightworker. And before we dive into today's video, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button over there. If you like this video later on, please give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, here are the details. Now let's get this started. I haven't done an unboxing in a while. I haven't really been buying any type of decks as of late. I don't know, maybe some of them just don't interest me. But I was at the bookstore the other day and I saw this gem. It is the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle by Carla Morrow. It's a 44 card oracle and a guidebook. As you can see, we are still trying to get through the initial plastic that it is wrapped in. And today's nails, really pretty. They're coming off a little bit, but that's all right. Okay, so I actually bought this on sale. It was 499 pesos in, I think it was National Bookstore. And it was, when I got to the counter, it was 374 pesos. And I saw that there was an entire line of oracle decks there that were on sale. Maybe I'll go back for the others. But this really, it caught my attention because look here at the beautiful illustrations we have at the back. Now, I love these kinds of, vintagey looking, rustic feel type oracle cards. And I hope that the inside does justice to the cover on the outside. Now, it says here that drawing on memories of growing up in her family's flower shop and inspired by the language of flowers, fantasy artist Carla Morrow combines the ornate feel of Victorian era illustration and with her exquisite winged creations to deliver a whimsical deck full of insight and wonder. These are messages in the flowers. Flowers have lots of beautiful messages for us, and we'll see how beautiful it really is. So, off the bat, it's a tough box. It's the kind of box that will protect from a lot of elements, that will protect your cards from a lot of elements, but it's not too thick, so you can actually press a little bit through it. Beautiful. It's kind of like golden laden. There's a golden sheen to it, which is beautiful. This is pretty standard for Blue Angel. I think this is Blue Angel, yes. So Blue Angel often has covers like this, pieces of paper covers like this for their card decks. And, I don't know why I thought there was going to be a little, thing to keep it in place, but that's okay too. Because the thing that I am concerned about is if there's no thing to keep it in place. You know how sometimes there's foam, right? Or extra packaging surrounding the cards. With the cards here, and I was moving it around, right? They can just get moved around like that. But as I can see so far, there is nothing, no sign of wear and tear. So I guess this will suffice. There we go, that's the deck. And first we'll look at the guidebook. All right, so the guidebook itself, let's put this aside first. The guidebook itself looks pretty standard. It's not too heavy. It looks like a leaflet, one of the common ones. Common leaf, or common guidebooks, not leaflets. Common guidebooks that tarot decks have. This is kind of a big guidebook, I would say, because most of the time it's just half this size. But this is a big guidebook, and I like that it's sturdy. It's really book type for me. Beautiful illustrations, because let's remember that Carla Morrow is actually an illustrator, right, as we read earlier on. The pages are not white. They are actually kind of creamish colored, yellowish colored. It kind of matches my, what do you call this? It kind of matches my tablecloth here. But it's beautiful. So taking a look at it, browsing through it, we do have the usual, like the introduction to it, how to use a deck, spreads. And I like that these are all combined in the first couple of pages, you know, because anyone who picks this out as their first oracle deck, you kind of want a guidebook, really. You want the guidebook to be a guidebook. Now, some guidebooks usually have the spreads at the end of the book, but I appreciate that this is at the front of it because, again, if you are a newbie to this, you'll be able to see and go through the book like an actual guidebook, right? The illustrations so far are beautiful, and I'll read this later. See, so the first few pages contain everything that you need in order to use the deck. See how to use the book, the language of flowers, and then you have spreads here. So I really appreciate this kind of layout, this kind of, you know, process. Like, it's a methodical way of using this guidebook. And chakra alignment spread, 3-pillar spread, and then we move on. Oh, journaling too. That's really nice. I like that. I appreciate that. And then we move on to the actual cards. It's very typical for most oracle and tarot books to have the card here, and you have the meaning, right? Or in this case, the flower. You have the butterfly as well, and the roses and the symbol, and then you have what they mean, essentially. Now, if you are a newbie, again, you can refer to this as much as you need to. But if you are a veteran like myself, I just do it by intuition most of the time. Although sometimes, you know, even now, as I've been reading tarot for almost 9 years now, I still refer sometimes to the guidebooks because I'm just curious as to what their first intentions are, or what the intentions of the illustrator or the creator is, just to get a little bit of insight, you know? So sometimes I read through them. Most of the time I don't. I just use intuition. But yes, so pretty standard. And oh, so they have like I have this. I have an unboxing of this too, the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. I don't have this. I think this is really nice. So this is great. We've gone through the deck, Oracle deck guidebook. Lovely one. Now we move on to the cards themselves. As you can see, they are protected with this little thing here. This is standard for a lot of guide decks. A lot of oracle decks, rather. And from the back, we'll see that they are not easily reversible. Like, well, of course you can always read them in reverse, but as you can see, this one is upright, this one is in reverse. Automatically, you'll be able to know if a card is in reverse. So that's the one thing here. The border itself is pretty unambiguous, but the moment that, you know, you see these writings like that, you'll already know that it is in reverse. Now, I don't actually read oracle decks in reverse. I don't think there's a purpose, honestly, because oracle decks are very much in your face. So I will always read oracle decks in the upright position. This is a very large oracle deck, I must say. It's big to my hands, or maybe I just have small hands, but yes, I like how I can hold them like this. It feels very luxurious, and it feels very satisfying to hold them, like just the tactile part of it. It feels very luxurious to hold them like that. And without further ado, let's get started on the flip through. So off the bat, I can see that they are in alphabetical order. We're starting with the letter A's, and now we go to the B's. How beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. As you can see, as you can hear with my comments, I'm already picking out the ones that I really enjoy. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, Oh, this is beautiful. And it's hope. How beautiful. Aw. Oh, this is so cute. Nice. Oh, that's so cute. And the last card. Well, that was beautiful. That was very calming. This deck is very calming, so I can see that this deck would work very well for long readings, you know? Like if you have a client that wants an in-depth reading, that they want, you know, a lot of ground to cover, they want to cover a lot of ground, I can see that this deck is perfect for that because it's the kind of deck that will reveal to you many messages within one card, you know? Some decks are very much in your face, wherein you see the message right away, but this one, it kind of takes time for the message to reveal, and it's not just one message. It's a message that it's the message that is peeled back in layers, you know? It reveals itself once a message is what do you call this? Revealed. So it's basically like, let's say for example, we take this card, right? This card this card of courage comes out. An initial message may come out, but then after a while, you look back at the card again and you'll see another message. So this deck is that kind of deck for it, right? So it's perfect for long readings. It's perfect for readings that will test your patience. It's perfect for readings that really take time and you want them to go in depth, or rather the person wants you to go really deep into the reading in all of the areas, you know? It's a kind of deck that can be very scrupulous, and if there are several messages for this person, this deck is perfect for that, I can see. Now the illustrations are just downright beautiful. These butterflies, dragon butterflies, are so adorable. This is the first that I've seen in any illustration. Actually, you know what? There is a dragon deck that was available at the store as well. I think I might get that if it's still available when I go back. But anyways, I digress. So the flowers are beautiful. I love that there are, what do you call this? I love that the names are there, and I love that they have the meanings of the cards written there as well. So if you do happen to choose these cards and you're short on time, you know, it doesn't have to be a long reading. If you're short on time, you can easily just refer to the meanings of the cards here and then draw inspiration or dig deep into the messages from there, you know, like using those as a standoff point. Now, the card themselves, you know, we always do this, they are pretty tough, but you can fold them a little bit. So I think that's the reason why they didn't need like a little extra thing here or like extra padding here, because they themselves are pretty tough, as you can see here. So we'll always do this. We will test the shuffleability of these cards. We will do a regular shuffle for these cards. And like I said, I do not read oracle decks in reverse, so we'll do a regular shuffle. Let's see if a regular shuffle can be done. And the cards are really so big for my hands. Okay, so that's the best I can do. They're not really cards that will bend when you shuffle them in the standard way. It's best to shuffle them like this, I think. Yeah, there we go. See? Yeah, it's best to shuffle them like that. Yes, because they're huge. Now, overall, my 2 cents worth. I really enjoyed flipping through these cards. I think I will feature them this week for my daily readings. I'll use them a lot in my readings because I think they can convey a very gentle, very loving, like they can convey the messages very gentle, in a very gentle way, in a very loving way. And I think that they can really be helpful to a lot of people who are really trying to understand what the universe is telling them, right? So these are very gentle cards. They're very patient cards. They're very soft cards. If you need to say something that has a bit of a punch or a bit of a blow, but you want it to be very soft and it received very gently, I think these are the cards for you. Beautiful deck. I'm excited to use this, and yeah, I hope this was fun for you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button over there. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, here are the details. And that's it. Some dogs are barking in the village. I think maybe other dogs are walking. But yes, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. This is the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle deck by Carla Morrow. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Now, this deck is pretty, it's not that heavy, but I feel like these are one of the, like, it's heavy but still feeling luxurious. But at the same time, I think you can take this box with you when you take it along for journeys. Like if you want to put it in your bag, your backpack, you know, if you're traveling. It's not that bulky that it takes up too much space, but it also protects the cards a lot. So I think the box is fine to take with you. As always, you can always just use your card case to take the cards with you. But because of its unusually large size, or not really unusual, but okay, fine, unusual. Because of the unusually medium-ish size of the cards, you'll have to find a bigger deck to kind of like house the cards themselves. But yeah, I hope this was fun for you, and I'll see you guys next time.